Hello, YouTube. We're going to watch a nostalgia critic about my favorite Disney movie, The Emperor's New Groove. Anyway, grab a stackies, grab your bevies. Let me know what you're eating or drinking down below. And let's get to watching.
Come check us out at Planet FunkCon in Iowa, June 27th to the 29th.
When I saw this picture, I did not read funk and was just like, dang.
Hope to see you there.
It started like any other 2000.
You threw off my groove. Look at me and my bad self.
The Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove?
What, was funk already taken?
The Emperor's New Rad Awesome.
Disney is so desperate.
Come on,
If this is not coming around as you love this movie, we gonna have beef. My guys. Beef.
kids, we're still cool. We have half a Tommy Boy.
Nobody thought it would be anything.
Oh, hey, did you hear Emperor's New Groove had the lowest box office for a Disney anime film since the 80s?
Well, that's what they get for trying to pander to what's cool.
Right?
Stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But then something happened.
Oh, hey, did you see? We're reviewing Emperor's New Groove today.
Oh, yeah, I remember that movie being funny.
Stuff changed.
Wait a minute. I thought we all agreed this movie was lame.
When I gave it a chance, got a few laughs out of me.
A David Spade did.
I'll fight you. I just really like The Emperor's New Groove. There's no real reason why. I just like it.
Disney film?
Sometimes. David Spade can be funny.
What was once laughed at for good reasons is now laughed at for the intentional reasons.
Rob, something's...
Listen. You would be surprised by the amount of people that love Emperor's New Groove. It is more than you think.
going on?
Well, what is it?
Remember that cringy Disney animated sellout film from 2000?
No, but I remember The Emperor's New Groove. That was pretty funny.
You swear it was critically panned, ridiculed by...
I'm just saying, I keep pausing your favorite thing. This like era of Disney came out with a lot of just kind of like, why? And some of them are like beloved. It is not highbrow Disney, but some of them are definitely beloved. Do I wish they had come out with Kingdom of the Sun later? Absolutely, because I'm interested in that. I'm interested in Yzma's character in that. And I would love to see or listen to, hear, whatever, Kingdom of the Sun. There you can find Eartha Kitt singing Yzma's song from Kingdom of the Sun before they changed it to Emperor's New Groove. It is a good song. Okay. I'm just saying.
Audiences, universally forgotten. But somewhere along the line, stuff changed.
Yep. Malcolm, what year is it?
2025?
What color's the sky?
Blue? For now.
What is the Emperor's New Groove?
Okay.
You don't remember when it happened. You don't remember why it happened. You just know
It's just lighthearted, kind of fun.
stuff changed.
I'm not crazy. I know we all agreed years ago this movie was bad. Well, you were right to call yourself back in the year 2000, because I can say with all certainty that the Emperor's New Groove is...
Squeaky, squeaker.
What? Emperor's New Groove is what?
Squeakity squeak.
Charming. No.
Yeah.
Delightful. No.
Yes.
Worth all the memes.
Yeah.
Not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad.
No.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
Nostalgia Critic is in desperate need of real problems.
Ha.
Hey, that's not called for. This shit was weird.
I have 2 freaking copies of the video game because I had the PC copy, and when I first got it, I had a joystick for the PlayStation, for my PC, so I could play it. It was easy, and I no longer have that joystick. And I tried playing it again more recently, and it was really hard with like WASD or whatever. And so I was like, "Oh, did you know they had a version of the game that was for PC?" and also PlayStation 1. I got a PlayStation 2. I think it's for PlayStation 1. Either way, I got a PlayStation 2 that plays PlayStation 1 games. So I went on eBay and I bought the freaking PlayStation 1 version of that game. I legitimately enjoy Emperor's New Groove. I love the Emperor's New Groove. I have cosplayed Empress Cusco. I have done like a bunny girl version of Cusco without the bunny ears. Okay? I love this movie.
Public opinion changing about film is nothing new. But in the case of The Emperor's New Groove, this wasn't a bad movie that people started off hating. It didn't even get that far. This was seen as a nothing flick. Not just a nothing flick, a desperate nothing flick. Just about everything associated with this film, from the advertising to the lead actor to just the title alone, many of the time connected to desperate and lackluster, when Disney was putting out a lot of desperate and lackluster material. Even the origins of the film seemed desperate for an identity. As a documentary called The Sweatbox revealed, it was a serious retelling of The Prince and the Pauper in the Incan Empire that was going to utilize some of Disney's top-end animation. But over time it became not that.
Yeah.
But to the film's credit, it pivoted hard, throwing itself 100% into a fourth wall-breaking comedy, and over the years, it acquired quite a following.
Yes.
The film's been constantly meme, people dress
Hold on. Nope.
and over the years,
We're reading the
acquired
memes.
quite a following. The film's been
Reading them. What was the lesson of this movie, Krong? Beats me. By all accounts, it doesn't make much sense. Wish. Okay. When you fake a cough on a Friday and your boss says, that doesn't sound good. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
constantly meme.
Using Drake format. Using Pacha because the movie was about groove. Bless, yes.
People dress up like the characters. It got a high school TV show because
I never saw the high school TV show. I never watched the TV show. I think I have watched Crunk's New Groove, but it was a really long time ago and it wasn't very good, so I don't actively remember it. I also kind of like, I don't need sequels to Disney movies. I'm gonna be 100%, so.
the universe was willing that into existence a lot back then. It found its fan base. But I will admit, I was still in the camp of finding it underwhelming. Yes, there are some good laughs in it, but I only saw it once and didn't remember it winning me over. I can't say I disliked it, I just don't remember it leaving that big an impression on me. All these years later and all these memes later, and it's totally possible I missed something. So I'm gonna sit down and see if it's as underwhelming.
You can't watch it expecting high-grade cinema. Just watch it as a palate cleanser. Just go in being like, I have no expectations. I'm just here for vibes, okay? That's kind of the thing, right? Just go in for vibes.
As I remember it, or see if finally it's all coming together. So, how are things in America after the year 2000?
Should've just walked away.
This is probably for the best.
Let's take a look at Emperor's
Well.
New Groove. It starts off with David Spade playing our hero Cusco, and I can't be alone in saying as someone who's only seen this movie once, it is so hard not to call him Couscous, showing the
Couscous.
terrible fate that he's going through.
Pretty pathetic, huh? Well, you'll never believe this, but that llama you're looking at was once a human being.
No, he wasn't. He was David Spade. Yeah, I'll just say it. Your enjoyment of the
I'm gonna be honest. I don't fully understand all the David Spade hate. I remember watching like sitcoms that had David Spade in it randomly. I don't know if maybe I just missed something. I don't really get it.
This movie is gonna weigh heavily on what you think of David Spade, and I'll be honest, he's just not my thing. I don't hate him or anything, I don't even dislike him. I've seen him on interviews and everything, he's got a lot of talent. It's just his particular style of smarminess doesn't make me chuckle much. Like, you know those comedians who don't always need good writing, their delivery alone can make anything funny? David Spade needs good writing.
Okay, this is the real me. Not this. This. Not this. Winner, loser.
Like, this is our strong opening joke, I guess.
Oh, look at me. That's me as a baby.
Cool.
I don't know why, but that was actually kind of funny. I don't like that little edit was cute.
Also, you might get me to change my mind on the movie, but I'm sorry, you are not getting me to change my mind on the title. Why were films trying to give this word a resurgence at the end of the 20th century? I'm sorry, unless this guy's on the poster, it is just not gonna sound cool.
Oh, yeah.
As you may guess, Cusco is a spoiled brat, ruling the Incan Empire with a golden fist.
Butler? Chef? Theme song guy.
Tom Jones' version of Hercules Paul Schaefer. He's cruel to everyone he encounters, even people who interrupt his dancing.
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Oh, no. You were saying?
Ah, yes, Groove and Riverdance this time period really didn't want to let go. That inability to move on should only be reserved for online creators.
It is time for you to choose your bride.
After how we see Disney designs their princesses.
Hate your hair. Not likely. Yikes. Let me guess, you have a great personality.
And okay, that reaction's pretty great. Introduced to Pacha, played by John Goodman, who's there to see the Emperor after a quick conversation with Old Man Piglet.
I threw off the Emperor's groove. Don't throw off his groove!
Okay.
Where the groove?
Hey.
Groove.
I wouldn't have imagined that's the one actor to make that word funny. Good job. We're introduced to
It does feel like he's really focusing on like the individual, like the voices behind the actual characters as opposed to the actual characters of the movie itself. It does kind of feel like that. Because like, you just be like, oh, it was, and you know, this is voiced by this person, this character, blah, 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 blah. And he's really kind of focusing on like, who's voicing that? I think that's a little odd. I don't know.
the Emperor's advisor and her bodyguard, Yzma and Kronk, played by Eartha Kitt and Patrick Warburton.
You
Rest in peace, Eartha Kitt.
were doing it again.
Doing what?
Doing my job.
I've come to stop you from stealing the throne. No, the movie. You're clearly the funniest part of it. Yeah, it probably comes as no surprise, but Yzma and Kronk are probably the funniest duo in Disney history. Yeah, move over, Micah.
In Disney history? So you do like this movie? In Disney history? Wow, all right.
Solly, to hell with Timon and Pumbaa. The hell they get on the list? But some genius in
That's really how they get here.
casting knew teaming up these actors who are complete opposites would be comedy gold. Remember how he said some people can make anything funny? You are listening to two of those people.
Take it, Kronk. Feel the power.
Oh, I could feel it.
On top of that, their animation is stellar. The comedic timing for their slapstick is some of the best out there. All stemming from Yzma's intelligence and weak body, clashing with Kronk's strong physique and peanut brain.
The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specially to kill Cusco.
Cusco's poison.
Fat
That
poison.
poison?
That poison.
These characters are so well laid out, not only does Yzma have comically long nails, but her eyelashes have comically long nails. Who thinks of that?
Whoa, look at these wrinkles. What is holding this woman together?
So you know how these stories go. The Emperor is selfish, but for some reason doesn't put together the obvious villains are trying to take over his kingdom.
By the way, you're fired.
All right, that's kind of refreshing. And we see Pacha has a meeting with Cusco.
You got a pretty sweet little setup there on top of that hill, don't ya? I just needed an insider's opinion before I okayed this spot for my pool.
Correct me, but he is Aladdin shrunk in the wash, right?
Aladdin shrunk in the wash. No? What? No.
I guess I do kind of like they make their main characters so evil, even the villains look friendly by comparison.
Welcome to Cusco-topia, my ultimate summer getaway. It's my birthday gift to me.
It'll cost the equivalent of one Disney anything. Pacha is crushed. This village is about to be crushed, and speaking of crushing, Yzma is doing the same with statues of Cusco's head, plotting her revenge.
Does he, a little to the left, have any idea of who he's...
I mean, she has been running the kingdom, but also she doesn't care about the peasants of the kingdom. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the kingdom looked like.
dealing with?
Again, if you watch the documentary, this is pretty much how the development of the movie went.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever?
Who even thought to make the crocodile bark? Every scene with them, I just discover more and more comedy.
I'm so mad because they literally set up, there are multiple scenes in this that could have easily been a Disney ride, all right? Okay? There's the lever thing. You could have easily put that in one of your water parks, all right? And it could be a slide, okay? And two, the whole, like, them getting down here into the lab is literally a roller coaster. Where is my Emperor's New Groove Disney ride? And the river scene. The river scene where they're on the log. They have multiple things that could have been a ride. I want a ride. I want more things. Occasionally I will go and they will have little pins. I don't care. I will say, this past time they did have the little angel and devil Kronk that you could like put on your shoulder, like magnetized or whatever. And I'm like, okay, like y'all have this concept of like people really like this movie, like people that are spending money like this movie and are willing to buy stuff. They had like a little like anniversary thing, I want to say at Disneyland, for it, where like you could get like a special drink and it had like the little poison bottle that was like a light up, like, you know how there's like light up ice cubes that are like plastic. It was that, but it was the poison bottle in the drink. And I'm just like, please give me more stuff. Like not just the occasional little pin or whatever. I freaking love this movie, man. Okay, I will buy things. I'm weak. I love merch. I love trinkets. Please. Also, Artists and Artist Alley. Please. just please. Please. I love you. Please. I'm asking. Please. Seriously though, I will buy stuff. I love trinkets.
I'll just poison him with this. Our moment of triumph approaches.
I'm gonna sing a fantastic song that'll get cut because it didn't match.
Yeah, Snuff Out the Light, so good.
It's the original story, seriously.
It does not. As Snuff Out the Light is from Kingdom of the Sun, which is a different story. But y'all should listen to it. It's so good. Snuff Out the Light is so good. Love Eartha Kitt. She owns it. It's great.
Just change the lyrics. That song should be in this.
I am one hungry king of the world.
Despite firing them, Cusco accepts Yzma's invitation to dinner because he literally can't imagine anybody disliking him.
So, he seems nice.
He is.
So you may have noticed this movie, by Disney standards, is a little cheap looking. Ironic because this actually did cost more than usual. A lot of that is probably due to the retooling, as, again, when you know the production's history, it's amazing it even made it to a release date. But
yeah,
the film thankfully does embrace its cheapness. If it can't be expensively epic, it can at least be comedically stylized.
The stylation? What the style of it? I don't know words. Is so good. Like, yes, I know they like storyboarded a bunch of stuff and they started making a lot of the animations and stuff for Snuff Out the Light, and then it got canceled and it got shelved and it got remade into Emperor's New Groove and all this other stuff. But like the choices, listen, you can do amazing things when you have limitations. We've seen this multiple times, specifically in art. When you put limitations on something, some people are able to come out with amazing things. I really feel like this is kind of what happened with Emperor's New Groove. I would love to see Kingdom of the Sun. Don't get me wrong. Snuff Out the Light is a great song. I would love to see Kingdom of the Sun in its purest. I don't think it would be as popular as Emperor's New Groove. I think it would probably, within the time frame, be something that was just like looked over or just like, cool, that existed. Much like some other stuff that existed at that time. Listen, I'm very good at words when I'm not streaming. Maybe. Y'all don't know. But still, It works so well. This is such a fun, lighthearted movie.
So, what are you gonna do? I mean, you've been around here a long time. I really mean a long time.
They planned.
Also, she poured some of the drink into this cactus, and this cactus now looks like a llama, and that's so cute to me.
To poison him, but he instead turns into a llama, and the reason is pretty hilarious.
Let me see that vial.
You know, sometimes a good Mad Magazine folding is all you need. Yzma orders Kronk to dispose of the Emperor and...
Well, his spinach puffs.
Guess where I am right now? Uh-huh. In the bag.
Stop talking over their scenes. You do not interrupt Patrick Warburton's voice whenever it's doing anything.
Calm down. It's part of the humor, my guy.
Kronk gets second thoughts about drowning him, resulting in a routine that's been done to death. But again, some good acting and odd reasoning give it a fresh spin.
Number one, look what I can do.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
No. He's got a point.
Hear me out. I think the Angel and Devil need their own Disney Plus show. He just...
I don't know how far that would go, but that's pretty funny.
Tries to save him, but accidentally tosses him in Pacha's cart, who doesn't know how to tell his family their whole village is going under.
2 seconds here. I'm the one in the cart, remember? This story's about me, not him.
Is it too late to red pen David Spade's character out of this? Again, I can't even pretend I hate him, but after these two, it's kinda like having KFC after Popeyes. You're just gonna notice what doesn't work more.
No touchy.
Pacha finds Cusco in his bag, and Cusco assumes that Pacha's the one who kidnapped him and turned him into a llama.
Oh, wait. I know you.
You were like half my act in the 90s. You look good, all things considered.
I want to get out of this body, wouldn't you? Now let's go.
Pacha says he'll get him back to the palace if he agrees to build his summer home somewhere else.
Kronk had a sequel movie. It was called Kronk's New Groove. I watched it kind of once. I think I fell asleep during it, honestly. It wasn't that great in my memory. But, I mean, I just really like this movie. And I feel like he's giving a lot of hate to, like, Cusco and, like, David Spade or whatever. It wouldn't be the same movie without them. I don't know.
Cusco refuses and tries to make his way back by himself, but finds the jungle is far more dangerous than he thought.
Yeah, it's almost like his whole thing is that he's extremely self-centered and arrogant, and he has to learn things and become maybe a better person. Have we considered that that's part of the whole movie that we're watching? Like, the whole point of it?
Okay, I gotta get 2 points. No kid's gonna understand a fly reference. Funny enough, the most threatening animal in the jungle seems to be a squirrel. Squirrels don't have balloons. This is stupid.
Again, it is literally just a fun little slapstick movie. That was a joke from him? Sure. Okay. He's so negative about it. But, like, I understand, like, you can be negative about stuff that you don't like, but I'm like, are you expecting highbrow stuff? What are you expecting from this movie?
No.
I do really like the look on his face there. Like, that's the face of a killer from Breaking Bad. He has murdered before and enjoyed it. They run through clearly the leftover background from Tarzan when Pacha decides to swing in and save him. Why does everybody keep having a change of heart about this character?
Also, Disney reuses a lot of things. Like, I know he was like, just the thing of like, oh, reused from Tarzan. I find it so interesting the amount of like cells that they reuse, and like spotting them is fun, if that makes sense, because you can spot them. And I just love it, and it'll be like years or like multiple movies between when the original cells were made and like when they got reused. And I just find that really interesting.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me. We're about to go over a huge waterfall.
Yep.
Sharp rocks at the bottom?
Most likely.
Bring it on.
Okay, to this constantly overused trope's credit, this was kind of a new joke back then. They sorta, he's behind me, isn't he, of the early 90s. Tired now, but kinda new at the time.
Your Highness, can you hear me?
Cusco doesn't seem to be breathing though, so Pacha gives him mouth to mouth. I just assume there's already confusing fan art of him mid-transformation. The internet doesn't need more material.
What? What are these?
Come watch.
What are these abrupt scene changes? Like these black screens.
We play Resident Evil 2 every Friday on Twitch. I've never played a Resident Evil game before, so it should be pretty fun. We also have content 5 days a
Ad
week.
breaks?
Hope to see you there.
You know what? That makes sense. Commercial breaks? Okay. It's like weirdly abrupt. It's weird when you don't have ads.
Kronk accidentally lets it slip that Cusco might still be alive, so Yzma says they have to journey to the forest to finish the job.
Now let's move.
Look out!
Tipo, what is it?
The villain scenes are over. Now the rest of the movie has to keep going.
Pacha's kid said he had a dream about his father being in danger, and he isn't far off. As Cusco agrees not to destroy his village, but quickly reneges when he thinks he's made it home.
You're gonna leave me here?
Well, I was gonna have you in prison for life, but I kinda like this better.
Again, this guy is so unlikable, but I will admit it is a little refreshing seeing a Disney lead be.
You know you can pay for no ads, right? I'm just gonna let that out there.
This awful. We really do need Moana cooking the chicken or something. The bridge collapses, so they have to find a way back up the hill.
Push against my back, and we'll walk up the hill.
Ow! You did that on purpose.
Okay, a funny line delivery out of him. It only took 40 minutes, but we got there.
You deserved it. He deserved it.
You know, it's a good thing you're not a big fat guy, or this would be really difficult.
That's another great delivery. Is this where finally Hunter Biden said it gets really funny?
Jesus wasn't walking around in a robe with no underwear hanging out with prostitutes.
I think he was.
I do like his redemption is both really quick and really slow at the same time. Like he goes back on his promise a lot, yet he still saves Pacha. He also says he's still destroying their village, but Pacha says in their 4-day travel he thinks he can change his mind. It's complicated, but also believable given what we know about these two.
What are the chances of you carrying me?
Not good.
Oh, come on. It'll be like when you carry most of the counters. Pacha disguises Cusco so he doesn't draw attention.
Hey, your wife got a dumpy.
Ew. But it looks like Yzma and Kronk are eating in the same restaurant.
Hey, don't I know you?
I don't think so.
Wrestled you in high school.
I remember that, no.
It's kind of funny seeing Dan from Roseanne and Putty from Seinfeld together in an animated kids comedy. Twice.
Is there or is there not anything edible?
When both tables have an issue with the chef leaves, and as you'd imagine, hijinks ensue.
Can I order the potatoes as a side dish?
I'll have to charge you full price.
Hey, how about a side of potatoes?
I love that he just has automatically the menu memorized. To the fact where it's like, if you want the potatoes as a side dish, it costs extra. Or it takes off the discount. Like,
You got it. You want cheese on those potatoes?
Thank you, Kronk.
And I'll have the French farce, thank you. Yep, this is very basic farce, but because it's animation, they can get the timing down a little quicker and sharper, resulting in our heroes escaping by singing a birthday song on Yzma.
Happy birthday
from all of us today. Birthday so we can party too.
No, seriously, these need to be characters you can rent for kids' parties. Pacha says Yzma and Kronk are in the restaurant, and Cusco confuses them for trying to save him.
You don't want to take me back to the palace. You want to keep me stranded out here forever.
No!
Yeah, this is the lame misunderstanding that usually makes it into these comedies, and I gotta say, I thought they saved it for the third act. Oh, we're in the third act. God, this movie moves fast.
There'll be no more diversions until we track that llama down and kill him.
They split up, and eventually Cusco learns that Pacha was right, and they're trying to kill him. And this brings us to where the film started, where the current version of Cusco actually disagrees with the narrator version of Cusco about who was wrong.
Give it a rest up there, will you? I'm just telling him what happened. Who are you kidding, pal? They saw the whole thing. They know what happened.
And I know this is gonna sound weird, but I could have used more of that. There was something weirdly existential about all this. Even the way he delivered it felt surprisingly dramatic.
Well, yeah, but just leave me alone.
I'm sad.
Now, I'm not kidding when I say, had they done more with this, like Kermit talking to himself in the Muppet movie, or Remy talking to his imagined version of the chef in Ratatouille, I think this could have been a unique way to do some character development. And yeah, this is usually where I say the film drags on and takes itself too seriously, but honestly, it wraps up the lame moping and doping sequences pretty quick.
You tired of being a llama?
Yes!
Why do we think there'd be funny material with this? Who knows anything about llamas? Crunk finally puts together Pacha was the guy at the restaurant who took the...
I love his tiny little little tent that only covers his crutch. You know. For morning stuff.
Emperor.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
There's nothing I can say that can top the funniest meme you've seen of this, so here's my personal favorite.
Barnhouse when humans invented barns. That's pretty good.
Luckily, Pacha gets his wife the news, and they plan to get rid of them while our heroes make a run for it.
Hey, was it a good idea to leave your family with those two?
Oh, don't worry. They can handle themselves.
Missed opportunity, he show said, you're right, who knows what my family will do to them? Sure enough, they do have a plan, locking them in the closet, and...
He's like, I'm the most non-chaotic of my entire family. I'm the straight man here, actually. Yep.
Oh, I don't even think I can explain it. You just gotta see it. That is some of the funniest Disney animation since Hook and the Crocodile. And I know I had my complaints before about character and being invested and some of the humor not working, but I am not kidding. Literally, the last 15 minutes is nothing but jokes. It's like they shrugged and said, yeah, sorry about the emotional moments. Disney had us put those in because parents would complain there needed to be a lesson. We're
anyway, going back to the slapstick comedy kind of stuff.
Literally gonna do nothing but make you laugh for the rest of the movie. And it is really good at it. The last chunk of this movie is damn hilarious, with them chasing each other around the kingdom and making it back to the castle. You want proof they just don't care and they're only going for the humor? Look at this when the villains make it back to the castle before them despite being miles behind.
How did you get back here before us?
How did we, Kronk?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
I love they had an hour of character building and they're just like, screw it, let's just make them laugh. I've just never seen a Disney film do that before.
Screw it, this has to happen, so it's just gonna happen. Hey.
Not only is this last third really funny, like the most consistently funny stuff in the film, but it actually kind of makes up for the weaker moments earlier, because you could argue it was building all that up just to not use it and acknowledge it doesn't really matter. You can argue it's not the best storytelling, but it is some great joke telling. There's even a good wrap-up to the Angel and Devil gag. It didn't even need a wrap-up.
Sorry, I'm late. So, what'd I miss?
Well, Yzma just tossed me this knife and asked me to, you know, take them out. And then this...
Cut to Russell Crowe saying, the Angel, he never ages! Even when the film has a perfect out, like they could have killed off Yzma here, they're like, nah, we got some more jokes we want to try out. Ah, great, now it's home on the range.
Hey, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
You're excused. Anyone else?
No, we're good. We're good.
Christ, when did this get so consistently funny?
I love this movie. I'm just saying, like, it's so just lighthearted fun. Like, yes, there is some serious moments, and yes, we're trying to teach Kuzco to be a better person, kind of, because he's going through trials or whatever. It's just fun. It is just a fun movie to watch. I used to, like, put this on in the background when I would, like, do crafting and cosplay stuff. Like, I love this movie. It's so good.
Took my suggestion on the night I miss. Always happens, lol.
That is what happens. Thank you for the resubscription, Kubo. Sorry.
The film suddenly catches fire and nothing can put it out. My only issue when Yzma takes the potion, you totally could have done a Catwoman joke here.
Is that my voice?
I mean, it is Eartha Kitt.
Oh well.
She gets the potion that can turn back into human.
She's so cute. They made her so cute. There's like a mug at Disney World that you can buy that is this. My only issue is like rounded mugs like that. They're hard to drink out of, so like I don't buy them, but like it's the character is so cute.
So funny. But they eventually get it back and return Cusco to human. He turns over a new leaf, Pacha's village is saved, his wife gives birth, and do you care? The movie clearly doesn't. That's bizarrely a good thing.
I'm so proud of you guys.
And then this random song.
I have no idea if this is intentional at all, but that song clearly doesn't go. That's something you'd hear at the end of Beauty and the Beast or Hunchback. Movies that tried. But here, that just kind of makes the comedy even funnier, like the troll cherry on top. Okay, whew. That was The Emperor's New Groove. I gotta say, I think I see it now. Through most of the movie,
you can't go into this movie being like, this is a cinematic masterpiece and it's gonna move me to tears. That's not what you watch this movie for. Sometimes you just need a palate cleanser. Sometimes you just need relatively lighthearted fun or like something that you can just have on in the background. And when you tune in, it is fun or enjoyment. Like sometimes that's all you need. And I feel like those types of things kind of persevere. Like they kind of last, right? Because it doesn't like weigh you. Oh my God, I just looked at his face. Just looked at like what I paused on. But like sometimes I just keep looking at it. Sometimes it's what you need. I don't know. The most I can say about this is it is a good palate cleanser for literally whatever.
I was writing the same opinion I had on it years ago, which was, I love the villains, but found everything else underwhelming. However, I completely underestimated the ending of this film and how funny it was. Again, it isn't that they saved the best material for later, it's that they did a complete 180, and in such a humorous way, it suddenly makes the mere existence of the weaker moments funny. I'm still not gonna pretend it's one of the great comedies. There's lots of moments I can point to that don't work, but it is crazy quotable, has some great slapstick animation, and honestly, I can't think of many animated Disney films that commit this hard to the humor. There's certainly been Disney comedies in the past, even ones that break the fourth wall, but to joyfully stop focusing on the story and characters and completely go for laughs is surprisingly admirable and, no surprise, really funny. Yeah, I think it's grown on me. I think I understand the appeal of it. It isn't just the villains. Whether this was an intentional abandonment of traditional Disney or an unintentional one, they certainly figured out in the long run how to keep us laughing years later.
I really feel like they did a really good job of just like, hey, our original plan got like, nope, canceled. We have to change gears immediately. Like to the point where I don't think they had a fully written out script for it or something. You guys should watch like Information. I think he said there was like a little docuseries or something about it. It was like straight up just kind of like they were like, we need you to give us the script for it. After it came out, like we need you to give us the script for it so we could put it in like the vault or we could put it wherever the hell. And they were like, oh shit, actually. So like the fact that they just pulled this out of their asses abruptly, like it's so good. I love it. It's so good.
I'm a nostalgia critic. I remember. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Looks like you're waiting for something.
Maybe.
Hey, by the way, that wasn't cool you taking out the 2000 version of me. For all you know, that could result in now I see what you're waiting for.
Bye.
Bye. Well, dang. Groove.
This month for Cameos for Charity, we're doing Build Chicago. We've worked with this group before, and I can tell you this is a fantastic organization.
In terms of
Their
script,
mission
we
is
have
to
no
help
script.
Build hope, resilience, and
There was a
potential
lot of
promising
stuff
future for young people, reaching
that
over
they were just like,
2,500 youths a year.
"Hey,
They work
we
hard to
gotta make
inspire hope
something."
and offer opportunities to those who didn't always have access to them. So if you want a cameo of me saying happy birthday or good luck or whatever, click on the link below and be giving to a good cause. Or if you're like, no, you suck, I don't like you, you suck, well, consider checking out this organization anyway. It's great people doing great work, and you can play a big part in helping out in their efforts.